Alright, boy, here we go, cooking with Jim, week 17. But we're a week behind, but that's alright. We're doing Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And since we're doing Tampa Bay, we're playing twice a year, we're just going to do a little, somewhat of another Latin food. So, Peruvian food today, making Aji de Gallina, which is just chicken with aji peppers, and like it's basically kind of like curry with no curry. So, to get started, we're gonna go with 4 pieces of white bread. This is what I got here is actually a sourdough, but it, you know, if you get it from a grocery store, it's not the most sourdough of all time. So just get that in your bowl, or kind of a flat bottom here, because we're gonna dump some water, milk over top of it now. Get that out the way. This evaporated milk, all right, and we're gonna let that. We need about a cup of this in there. There we go. Ooh, little moss right there. Look at that. This is gonna build our sauce. Before we get started, we just need to soak all that up and get that basically turned into mush. Put a little small pot here on full whack. Gonna get that boiling there, boy. And we're gonna do a little bit of chicken. While we're waiting on that, we're gonna work on a Vidalia onion. Just a little sweet onion, it's gonna hurt nobody. But we want this really fine and minced. You can take that little piece off right there and get that going. This is a pretty overall quick and not very labor intensive process here. But so this is not the most ideal onion to cut up in a mince. They didn't have something that was really good today, so just get it really as best as you can. Look at that, boy. Watch them digits. And then we're gonna slice here. So really thin. We ought to really sharpen a knife for this stuff here. If you want to, you could use a grater for this. A lot of times, like Indian dishes, they use grated onion, which is really good too, but that's a really nice mince right there. Once you get somewhere around here, just do it a little as fine as you can, and we'll run through it with a knife a couple times. We really want this to disappear. We just want the flavor. We don't really want it to be known. We really only want the chicken to be known in the process, y'all. So kind of put your hand up there, keep it out of the way. Don't let that pinky slide in there, because that can't happen. But hand up, all 5 digits, 4 digits up, depending on how many you got, boy. But anyway, so we're gonna get this all in a bowl. Actually, we're not. We're gonna put it in our beautiful little cups here. That means you're a professional chef if you're using these kind of cups right there. Get it all in there, and then we'll work on the next half here. Full onion in this gig right here. Ah, boy, here we go. Cold Mountain is the sponsor today. That's delicious. This water's coming up to a boil. So what we're gonna do here, throw a couple bay leaves in it. 2 bay leaves. We're making somewhat of a chicken stock. We're gonna put a little padilla in there. Bring out some flavor. Let those kind of get basking in aromas. Heavy pinch of salt in there. We're gonna make like a chicken stock while we're doing this. So we need a chicken right here. As you already know, I don't have to tell you, but we're using chicken thighs. Best part of a chicken is a chicken thigh. We're only using 6 cups of water here in this because I want it to be a rich chicken stock. So that's heated up. We're just gonna drop them in there. And then once these are all in here, I'll drop the temperature so it's barely simmering. All you gotta do is just let it simmer 15 minutes. And this will all be done. We're actually gonna go a little longer than that. If you're using chicken breast, which you shouldn't, you may want to only go 15 minutes, but we're using thighs. We want those fibers to kind of start breaking apart. It needs to go about 185 before it starts doing its duty there. So, full pot, bay leaves, just a little bit of spice in there. Salt. And let that come to a simmer. And then just cut that heat, maintain it down. So we're making a quick chicken broth there. Alright, boy, here we go. Next part of this, the garlic. You gotta have garlic. Cut the little green ends off. You can, if it's got little green ends on the garlic, they're just sprouting a little bit. It ain't gonna hurt anybody. It actually has a nice flavor to it. Nice kind of green flavor, kind of fresh flavor to it. Cut that right in half. We're gonna mince that together, just like that. And this is gonna go in at the same time as the onions. Want a knife through it. Again, we ain't slicing garlic, beat the hell out of it. I don't think there's a difference in flavor. I don't really care. It's gonna get smothered, covered, diced, and chopped, and we ain't that worried about it. Bold tap, put it right there with the onion. We're gonna kind of sweat that out so we aren't worried about it frying off and getting burnt and nasty. Freshly grated Parmesan, all right. That's the only way to do this. It's like wine. I'm gonna taste it. Parmesan Reggiano. Don't buy anything else. Don't buy fake crab at the stove. We need about 3 tablespoons of this, which is that big hunk right there. It's roughly it. Just get it in your microplane here. You can grate it. It's all gonna get blended up anyway in a sauce. Look at that. Our chicken's chickening over there, doing its thing. We just need to get this circulated in now. Right there, we're gonna whoop, eat that. Alright, boy, here we go. Cooking with Jim. Cold Mountain Fine. Get your chicken out. So this has been going for 15 minutes here. Get your birds out. That's all we need to do. There's cook through, don't you worry. Set it there. Save that stock. Cut that off. Where's that other bird? Where's she at? There ain't another one in there. Alright, good. So we're gonna set this to the side. Take a tin foil, cover it up. You don't want to lose all your moisture out your bird. So let it condense back down. That meat will spit it out and cool down, suck it right back up. Move your chicken stock off your pot. Now we need to work on our pots, our potatoes. So we're gonna put a little water in here. We're gonna put that right here on the burner. We're gonna salt this water here. Right there. Let that cool for just a minute and we're gonna turn that into a rice pot. Key here is we're gonna drop these potatoes in right now. You put your potatoes in early in the process, That way it all comes together at the same temperature. If you just throw them in boiling water, the outside gets too done and the inside, you're waiting on the inside to get done, and your outside's turning to mush. So that's why you want to let it all come up together. Cold water, salted water, all the way up. So get that down. We'll get our cast iron skillet here. We'll get this ripping in just a moment, but we'll get this on low, get it preheated. Then we'll start working on this. You can go ahead and crack the olives open. Black olives, the only ones I really like. The other ones are a lot for me. But just get a little taste and make sure they're good. If you don't like olives, start with the black olives. They're really mild. They're really good. They taste like boiled peanut water, if you like that. But that's pretty good there. Set that aside. That's going. That put the wrong burner on, boy. Tell you what. New year, new me. Alright, boy, here we go. Get your big old bag of jasmine rice. This is a floral aromatic rice. Cup and a half. Right there. We don't rinse our rice around here. You can if you want. I don't rinse my rice because I don't care. To be honest with you, it tastes fine the way it is. At the end of the day, it's rice. I have a special place in my heart for rice, not that much. So, when you're doing rice, you just do a 2 to 1. So get your water. Out here in Pittsburgh, North Carolina, can't drink tap water. It's got the damn PFA, PN, whatever kind of forever chemicals. But so you're gonna do 3 cups like this dang bottle of water. I got these microplastics. Don't even matter. One's better than the other. I don't really know. Put in 3 cups of water, 2 to 1, on your aromatic rice. Now we all gonna do something a little special. Bay leaves. Put a couple bay leaves in there. We'll just do one. We'll do 1 good bay leaf. I'll get that rice just a little bit of flavor to get that aromatic, because it's gonna be steaming. It's gonna have that nice nutty flavor along with it. So get that, bring it into a boil. That's cooling. This is getting hot. California olive oil. You know this is the only one you need to use. Ah, boy, technical difficulties. Got a good bit of olive oil in your pan there, getting up the temperature. Maybe another olive, maybe 2. They really do taste like boiled peanut water. Pretty good. While we're working on that, we're gonna get out. Ah, boy, here we go. Set up, prep. This is coming to a boil. Rice is getting up temperature. We got a blender out because we're gonna blendify all of that. Now, our olive oil in here is up temperature. Garlic, onion, that minced onion we got. Get that all in the pan now. Get that moved around. Do a little flip. Bang, we got it. As always, get that moved around. Sweat these 4 to 5 minutes just so they translucent, cook through. Get that kind of sweated down. Set that inside. A little bit of salt on there. A little bit of badilla. You're building your flavor the whole day. The onions need some love too. The badilla does the love. Hey Google, give me a 15-minute timer. That'll get the potatoes ready to rise.
15 minutes, and that's starting now.
That soaked up all of the bread, so it's mush now. So we'll go ahead and get this put into our thing here. It smells delicious. Look at that, just falling apart. That bread. It's gonna make such a wonderful sauce. Never had this before, never heard of it before. Excited to try it. So let's get all that extra milk in there. Cut that down. Got set to the side. We are moving. Give you every couple minutes while this is heating up. Give it a stir with a fork on your rice to get that going. So we got that here. We got walnuts. About 3 tablespoons of chopped walnuts are gonna go in this sauce there. We probably could use a little more than that, but well, that's what we had in the cabinet. There's a 3 tablespoons of Parmesan, probably a little heavy, who cares? This is gonna start the base of a sauce here. So while those are sweating out, we're gonna power her up, do a little blend. Alright, that's all we need there. That smells good. Now, it didn't say this, but I'm gonna think. Parmesan does have some salt into it. Again, but we need to salt everything. I saved a little bit of chicken broth right here. We'll throw that in there too. That's good for now. Give this a stir. We're gonna put a crack of pepper in there. The peppermill wife got a hold of my peppermill, so you know we back to these things. So if anybody wants to buy me a peppermill for New Year, that would be appreciated. Little bit of pepper in there. I'm gonna also put a little fresh pepper in here. It's not cooked. That way it gives it a little flamboyancy on top of that. Now, the next secret ingredient is this right here. This is Aji Amarillo, which is a paste of Aji peppers. If you can find fresh Aji peppers, let me know. You gotta go to the Mexican grocery store to get this. So, they didn't have any. This is the best thing. All it is the chili paste, so the hot chilies, salt, and citric acid. Go to your Mexican grocery store. This is where you get it. This is what makes it that color. Look at that color. Almost looks like baby food. And probably pretty close. Your baby's gonna be screaming if it heats. So it's a little hot. We're gonna go in with 4 tablespoons of that right here. Before we do, it's very good. Wow. Wasn't expecting that. I like it a lot. Caliente. It's muy caliente. Get that. That's almost right. These onions. That's really good. It's kind of like a fresh banana pepper almost, but like way spicier and way deeper in flavor. It's more complex, as the folks would say. Get this mixed around. I'm gonna give that just another minute too while this rice heats up. Man, that's really good. I think you refrigerated it after opening. Always read the back of the label. But this is gonna give it that curry look to it, which is super nice. Look at that, boy. Made a beautiful sauce color. We may add some more. Just a sec. So, rice is going. It's up to a good simmer. This burner's a little too small for this. That's alright. There's your front. Get it on a small heat. Hey Google, set a 13-minute timer. That's about right.
Set a timer for 13 minutes. And that's starting now.
And we're gonna go in with these onions here. Pull this off to the side. Go right in your mixture here. So, get that back up to some heat. We're gonna get this in here, blend it up. Got a lot of things going on real fast. We ain't just cooking this quick. Let's do this. Let's move this around, get it down in those blades there. Man, that's a nice taste there. Taste test. It's thick, boy. That's so good. I think it get heated up too. Man, that is like a perfect. That's a perfect sauce. I licked that, so. Give it a quick rinse. Give it a quick rinse. I think we can go 1, 2 in there. Let's go 3. Heat her up because we're gonna add chicken broth in there. So we'll do that. Blend it one more time. There's a sauce. She's all done. Let's get this bad boy. Thick sauce now. Get it thin out. Get that chicken broth in there, but boy is that good. Alright boy, here we go. Chicken stock is ready to ride. Right there. So we have some chicken stock here. We're gonna get that rolling. Cup and a half of that chicken stock right in a pan, just like that. I don't know why we say 4 cups, but we did. That's what it said. Now we're gonna get this out. I told you it was gonna look just like a nice curry. Look at that. That's beautiful, beautiful color. Wow. Alright, here we go. We're just incorporating this. And what we're gonna get a whisk. We're gonna use a fork. That'll be better. Incorporate this. Scraping the bottom. Remember there's cheese and all kinds of stuff in there that can get stuck to the bottom. So let's get this whisked up. Fluffed around now. Look at that, boy. I wish it was a little more yellow. That's alright. It'll just look like a cashew chicken. Oh boy, get that in now. It is thick, so make sure you do a good job. Stop. And it is perfect. I think it's perfect. Maybe one more hit of that. Other than that, it's perfect. Check out potatoes. They need a little bit longer, which is fine by me. Get this. Oh, there was some chicken juice in there. Boy, got it all over my sand. Well, made a mess. That's all right. Let's set some of these chickens to the side and let's work over here one at a time. Still hot. That's why we got two forks. You can pull that little fat layer off. We don't need that anymore. We just use that for a flavor in our chicken broth. But we just want to kind of tear some strips like that apart. You know, nothing crazy, not fully shredded. I changed my mind. I'm not that. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I was gonna shred her up, but this is perfect. We want some structure. We don't want full shredded chicken in there. And dog, we got that chicken on the floor now. He's just licking the dang floor, boy. You're welcome, Winston. Our mistake is your glory. So that's hot. So let's work on this one. Just shred it up just a tiny bit. Big chunks. Big chunks, yeah. To eat. I say, stop. Automatically 10 times better than any chicken breast that you've ever had. I can guarantee you that. If you tell me that you got a better chicken breast, I'll try it. It ain't gonna be as good. You'll be disappointed. I'll put that chicken in there. Our fork here, yep, that's perfect rice. I never cook a bad rice. The key is to fluff it. Remember to cut your heat off. Just fluff your rice. Get the bay leaf out. We don't want to add in too much pizzazz to our stuff. That's wet right now. We want it dry. Get back on, heat's off. Set it off to the side. Let it chill for a minute. About 10 to be exact. That's perfect rice too. Let this bubble simmer a little bit. Heat it up. And then we're just going to be ready to plate it up. This is beautiful. Let's taste it. A little bit of tin foil, just let that on top. Loose cover, nothing special. These taters are done. Get your pot out. Get these Yukon Golds is what we got here. We're gonna pull them out. Stick your fork in there. Let them chill out. They're gonna continue to cook. Then we're gonna be able to just peel that potato skin off. Our rice is looking perfect. And we actually gonna set that bad boy off the heat there. Now everything is ready. We ain't making boiled eggs. Sorry to tell you that. Maybe we should. You think we should? Boy, here we go. Cooking with Jim. Wrapping it up. We have two beautiful Yukon potatoes right here. Peeled. You let them cool peel. We're gonna slice them right in half. Kind of give it a little presentation on there. Maybe we'll put a little bit of this in there, slice on our bias, do whatever you want. We're gonna come in here. You ain't supposed to use a spoon. I don't really care. Put a little fresh rice on there. Get that out. It's burning, ripping hot. Get that fluffed up. Should have fluffed it again, but it's nice and dry now. Look at that. Then we're gonna come in, put that lid back on, with this wonderful spinner plate here. We're gonna drip it right on there. Look at that. Beautiful stew. Chicken stew. Aji. I forget the name. Gallina. I don't remember what it is. I'll put it in the description. Ganelli. Look at that. Again, like I told you before, it's supposed to have a beautiful boiled egg on top out of eggs. We're going to come in here with these black olives. Black olives right on top. A handful of them. Kind of scattered around. Eat the rest of those. Look at that. Look at that. Take that off right there. This is amazing. This is one of the best things I would cook. You need to cook this right here. Cooking with Jim. Week actually 16. See you next week. You're getting an extra episode. See you.